Imagine you're at a crossroads. Let's say you're facing north. In front of you, the road vanishes to a single point on the horizon. Behind you, to the south, the same road vanishes to a point in the opposite direction. A bisecting east-west road vanishes to two single points on your right and to your left. Now, let's imagine there's a skyscraper. Its many stories stretch upward, toward a single point high in the sky. If you could somehow levitate and float above the intersection, that same skyscraper also cascades down and vanishes to a single point far below you. Now imagine that everything you're visualizing exists inside a giant sphere, a big bubble. This is how artist Dick Termes sees and paints his worlds, his termospheres. His canvases are spheres upon which he paints the entire environment surrounding him. Sometimes his paintings represent real environments. Sometimes they're pure fantasy, but always they show you the whole view. All that is in front of you and everything behind you. All that is above you and everything beneath your feet. These total worlds are possible because, unlike on traditional canvases, a sphere has no edges. In Western art, the definition of linear perspective is the representation of three-dimensional objects on a two-dimensional surface. An artist uses linear perspective to create the illusion of depth, dimension, and space on a flat surface. This illusion is created by locating strategically placed vanishing points on a canvas, and then constructing the artwork with the understanding that corresponding lines will all project to their proper vanishing point. The reason this illusion is so convincing is that this same matrix is exactly what our eyes see when we look out into the world. In this series, we will explain the many different techniques of applying perspective in your own artwork. Step by step, we will break down all the ways you can implement these techniques into your own work. After that, we'll dive deeper into some of Termes's wonderfully unexpected discoveries, and he will teach you how he's learned to understand space and perspective in brand new ways. Lastly, we will take the leap with him and explore his unique six-point perspective system and find out how his curiosity about this often forgotten sixth perspective point led him to create complete worlds on the sphere. By the end of this exploration, you will have a firm grasp on how to use perspective in your own work, and maybe you will even find whole new ways to see the world around you.
Hi, I'm Dick Termes, and I am here today to show you a new system of perspective. Perspective goes way back to the 15th century, and the difference between how I like to teach it and how it's been done in the past is that I use grids, and in the past I used rulers and projection points and stuff like this. I think the reason I like the grids is that I can go further into a bigger and bigger picture of what we see around us. This is like no perspective. Then when you take this and put it on an angle, then you start to see that all the parallel lines are all projecting toward one point. This shows the grids, and it shows the 1 through 6 point perspective. You can see the 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, two different 4 points, a 5 point, and then the 6 point. So this is the basis of what perspective is about.